Welcome back to the channel, y'all. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be a quick collective energy update reading for, what's today? Friday, October 10th. Ooh, okay, I'm back at home, as you can see. If I sound a little nasally, it's because my allergies have been messing up. And then I just took 2 allergy pills. The season is definitely fall now. It is definitely now fall. This happens to me like twice a year, right at the fall and right at spring. So I'm gonna be doing a little sniffling, but I'm okay, y'all. Maybe you guys are experiencing the same thing. Whew. All right, collective. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining and tuning in today. I appreciate you all. As always, this is a general reading, so take a resonate, leave the rats, eat the meat, spit out the bones, okay? If it doesn't fit, you gotta quit, all right? Okay. Ooh, Lord. Oh, ooh, sweet. Hope everyone had a good week. Ace of Wands. So you have been in your bag creating stuff here. The universe has given you this opportunity, the green light to go. All right. I don't know what you're doing, but you started doing something here. It could be... Is that a tire? Oh, that's a rainbow. You could have started like a new project. I'm sensing like the artistic vibes. Like I feel like a lot of people who watch my show or channel, the Cosmic Wizard show, look at me. A lot of people who watch me, like they're very artistic, or they express themselves in a very expressive, artistic way. So maybe you are someone who is a poet or an author or an artist or a painter, a sculptor, a digital media creator, whatever it is, a YouTuber, you know? We got the Hangman in reverse and we have the Six of Swords. So it's like this uncomfortable yet tantalizing, I don't know. Someone wants to come towards you, but they're also very uncomfortable about it. I think someone has a crush on you. Ooh, I got a crush on you. Oh, they're trying to let the Knight of Wands in reverse. So he's a runner. He's scared of his pussy. He's scared. Somebody's scared. I don't know. But they want to come towards you, or I think you just realize like somebody got a crush on you, but you're not even worried about that shit. You worried about your own self. The Five of Swords, you got your own shit going on. With the Five of Swords here, you are someone who is... I feel like people, like I said, like it's hard to approach you. See how these 2 people have their back turned against her, and she has disarmed their swords. Like they didn't even get up close to her, and they already gave up. Like, you are a bad bitch. Whoever you are, now that's a bad bitch. I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it, girl or boy. Yeah, let me say that. Not everybody's a woman who watches my YouTube channel. I do have some males. If you're a male in here and you watch the Cosmic Wizard channel, let me know. For all my men's out there, because all I see is the women. I got a couple men. I got a couple male clients, but I will say this. You know, I just want to, you know, where my testosterone buddies at. Anyway, you guys want to grab a beer, go watch some football and eat some hot wings? That actually sounds kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, like that, and that's not even like a man thing. Like women like football, and who the fuck don't like chicken wings? Vegans, okay. We're not gonna talk about vegans. 7 of Cups in reverse and the Hangman again. Okay, so wow. Somebody here definitely sees you as a... You know what? Someone really wants to come and approach you, but you have like your eyes zeroed in on something here. I don't know what it is. The 7 of Cups in reverse. It's like you're focused and then you're not focused. Like you're like super all over the place. You can't decide on what it is that you want to do with your life. Or not necessarily what you want to do with your life, but what direction that you want to go in. Like you keep getting, you're being pulled to do something differently here, but you can't decide what it is that you're doing differently. You just know that it's like I don't know. It's like the universe. The way the universe works is, at least with me, it's like it doesn't tell you yes. It doesn't tell you no. But it does kind of show you what you should do. That was so helpful. You're right. The universe is nudging you in the right direction, but it's up to you to finally have the final outcome, the final say. Free will and all, So your guides are here to help you, and sometimes helping you is letting you fall on your fucking face. The devil. Yeah. The devil helps too. The devil helps by showing us contrasts of what we don't want. Oh, I don't not the whole, burning in hell for everlasting hellfire, but more so like the addictions, the downside of all the really fun shit, right? Like, what's the downside of having lots of like, sex and, drinking and drugging? What's the downside to that? You're gonna fucking die early. Right? Like, ooh, shit. You ever met a crack whore that lived to be in their fucking 90s? I don't even think crack's been around that long. We're getting there though. we gonna see them in 20 years. Wait, let's see if some bitches who started smoking crack in the 50s, 70s is gonna be around in 2060. We'll see. My bet is no. Maybe a few, if you quit early. But if you was pounding it and getting pounded for 50 fucking years, that's a lot of roast beef. Okay, that was kind of gross. I'm sorry. That was too far. But you know what I'm saying though, right? Like, the devil here is to show us the contrast of what we don't want. I'm gonna blame that on the allergy pills. Cause y'all know I don't be talking like that. That's that allergy. That's that Benadryl. Can I say Benadryl? Just did. Oh well. We gonna see what we get anyway. The hangman here is you being comfortably numb, like Pink Floyd. You know you should be making better decisions, but for some reason you're okay with the decision that you are making. The Magician, let it all work out. Okay. So you like in a good spot. For real. The Magician here. I feel like you are at the beginning stages of your quest to becoming authentic with yourself. You're okay with being single. You're okay with not having somebody all up in your face. Whatever it is, I feel like you mostly, someone sees you as fiercely independent, rejecting love. Oh, this is an Emperor energy. Oh my God. Oh wow. You could have multiple people here. We got the King of Cups in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the Emperor. That's 3 different people. Well, I think you could be the Empress in reverse or the Emperor, because these people are showing up like they see you as like uninterested, like you're so focused on you, like you're really focused on creating something here with the Ace of Wands and the Magician. It's like you want to create, I don't know. I feel like I'm just like doing my reading in front of people on YouTube. Like, if this resonates with you, drop a comment, let me know. Oh, allergies, a bitch. Fuck. Hate allergies. Oh my God. For the pain and suffering that I am enduring for you all to watch this video, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm just being funny. 10 of Wands. Yeah, you've been holding on to burdens that now you decided to let go, or you're gathering them up to get ready to let them go. You know what you need to do here. What is this? The Page of Wands. Yeah, you're gearing up. You're gearing up. I don't know what you're gearing up for, but you're gearing up to do something big here. I don't know, man. You gotta You got some shit that you are doing right now. I don't know if you're getting like a new job or a new relationship, but to me, this feels more like a personal thing. Like there's something within you. Like I'm talking to somebody who isn't. This isn't for somebody who is like trying to find like a quick hookup. This isn't the reading for someone who is just looking to like just, I don't know. If you're interested in like actually like spiritual growth and like becoming like a better human and like being like a better person for yourself, by yourself, like I'm your dude. Because let me tell you something, like personal growth fucking sucks, especially because you know you have to do it alone. I mean, there's some parts that, yeah, it's the mirror partner relationships do help. They could help speed it up, but there's a lot of it you have to do alone. And even if you are in a relationship, I'm not saying go break up with your person to like build your spiritual growth up. You're gonna fucking realize that either you're gonna do this by yourself or this person's gonna be on their own separate journey and you're gonna be on separate journeys together. So there's gonna be lots of times where you do feel alone, even with someone being next to you. Okay, this is the kind of shit that is like, y'all are getting me fucking triggered up right now because this is the shit that I want to talk about. I'm tired of talking about that nigga that coming back from 3 fucking months ago. I'm tired of talking about that fucking job with those people who don't fucking care about. Fuck all of that. Let's get to the core reason as to what it is that's going to make you be a better you. And what you're doing now is leading to that fundamental change in your psyche. The hangman here is basically telling me that you are coming into a stage of enlightenment. Okay? You're coming into a stage of suspended animation where you are sitting upon this. I don't fucking know. Okay? I don't know. But whatever you're doing it and doing it and doing it well. You're at the stage where everything seems kind of like shit. Where like everything feels like, what's the point in this? Like, what's the point in going out and getting drunk all the time? What's the point in hooking up with random people all the time? Or if there's something that you do, maybe you don't. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? What's the point in striving to be the best person I can be at this fucking job when none of it matters because no one really gives a shit about their job in the beginning? You know what I mean? So like, let me tell you a little personal story, just tiny little quick one. You know I love these stories. There's going to be chapters in here, so you can just skip through this, but I wouldn't skip through this if I were you. You know, halfway through my master's program, I really got through this dark, almost kind of like this nonchalant, dark, but also very still motivated phase where I was just doing the assignments, I was doing the readings. I wasn't doing the readings. Let me stop lying. I was reading what was necessary. Okay, I wasn't reading the whole textbook. I was reading the necessary. I was very good at school. Okay, I was very good at school. Like, I graduated with a 3.9 in my master's program. Bachelor's school or undergrad, I kind of like, you know, I was a frat boy. You know what I mean? I was a frat kid. I was very frat-tastic. I was not like in the sense of like, you know, like, although I wouldn't say I was like super popular, but I definitely was popular, you know what I mean? But, you know, I was surrounded by hundreds of people, but I did not know who I was. And I felt like I was living a lie. I felt like I was being very inauthentic, and I felt very untrue to my soul. And, you know, I just carried that feeling. I was like, this is just how life is. This is just how people feel. Like, you just put on this mask, and then you go through life with this mask on, right? And no one can really look you in the eyes. Not for real. But then I had, like, this soul-changing experience. That's what I should say. It was through a hard drug substance abuse that I was abusing at the time, and I quit. And I had started, while I was doing these really hard drugs, I could channel and feel like the energies of the universe and stuff. I'm gonna have to cut some of this shit out. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, long story short, I went through the spiritual awakening around 2020. shortly after I had kind of went cold turkey on some really hard substances and stuff. Then halfway, like in 2020, but through all of this, I was still doing my master's program, straight A's, all that good stuff, right? And I'm not afraid to talk about this situation because I don't live there no more. And, you know, it doesn't, although I do have some feelings about what I did, those are going to get worked out later down the line. You know what I mean? But I'm saying this to say all of this. I did something that led me to this spiritual awakening during my master's program. And I realized that, like, I didn't give a fuck about learning about this, whatever the fuck I was getting my master's in, education and innovation. I'm looking at the master's degree right now. You know, I just wanted more money for my job, and I needed to get a master's degree as a teacher to get a pay bump. So I went back to school, and something that I thought I would actually like, which is curriculum. I love writing curriculums. I love creating lessons and courses. Speaking of one, I'm putting together a course right now on how to learn tarot for you all. So if you guys want to interested in learning tarot, that way when you get your readings, you can see, make sure that this bitch is actually doing what the fuck they're supposed to be doing. I'm gonna get you, you know what I mean? I have so much free time on my hand. Well, it's not free time. It's definitely, I'm paying it forward to myself. Let's get back to topic, please. Thank you. You know, I went through this phase where everything was like, well, why am I doing this? What is this for? Well, who does this benefit? Does this benefit my soul or does this benefit my ego? Why do I need to prove to other people that I am, you know, this star teacher, star whomever, whatever all that shit is? None of that shit fucking matters. At the end of the day, my tombstone is going to read Eric Collins. Here he is, March 10th, 1991 to blank, you know, whatever. And then it's like he leaves behind. That's what's fucking important. Not he left behind a classroom, his principal, his 3 friends he ate lunch with. Like, no, like what is important is the people in my life. And do I love the people in my life? And I started to really ponder like about the people who were around me, the kind of friends I had, the kind of family I wanted to bring into this world, right? Because me, you know, as a gay man, I'm never going to have kids. I can't say never, but probably never going to have kids the traditional way unless I get really drunk and she looks really masculine. But, you know, it's just, so I have to be intentional about what it is that I want in my life, because there's not going to be any oopsie babies to make me feel good about myself, Nick Cannon. You know what I mean? So you have to really, I had to really ask myself, like, what is important to me? And it was like being happy, attracting love, having a decent job that's not stressful, that's not going to fucking kill me, so that doesn't make me want to go home and cry because I have to deal with kids who, you know, are living in like poverty that should not exist in America, but are also very superficial about their appearance. So I just got really, like, everything that I ever thought I knew just completely disintegrated, and it just felt like bullshit. Like chasing after big houses, big cars, big bank accounts, you know, big salary jobs. All that shit is so pointless, because at the end of the day, if you're not a good person, if you're not loving your life, if you're not living a righteous life, if you're not living a life that honors God and other people or the universe, whatever you want to call it, if you aren't living in alignment with your higher self, if you can't hear the portal of your higher self reaching out to you, you're not living in your highest timeline. That's what I realized. And when I saw how my life was, it wasn't a bad life. I had a great life. I have a great life. I have no children, which is neither here nor there. But I'm saying I don't have any to be responsible for anybody but myself. You know, I'm educated. You know, I have certain material things that would be check. But the one thing I didn't have was I didn't have a healthy mindset. I didn't have a healthy mind up here. This was a very nasty, mean, cynical bitch up here who just thought really fucking terrible thoughts about himself, about everyone's intentions, and the subconscious down here was just feeding all this shit because this part right here was shut down. This right here, this chakra was closed, and this portal stream was very thin. Okay, my connection to the divine was not as loud as it is now. Yeah, exactly. So if you are someone who is interested in turning your life around, like, these are the kind of readings that I want to do. Because this person here in this reading, this person stepping out in this fucking reading, this is someone who said, I'm tired of the bullshit. You know? And they are fucking reclaiming their sovereignty of the fucking human. You don't have to appease your mom, your dad, your girlfriend, your cousins, your siblings, your grandparents, society, your boss, your co-workers, your dog, your cat, your internet, Twitch, fucking, I don't know what to call them, members, buddies, your YouTube channel followers, subscribers, whoever. You don't have to fucking do any of it. None of that shit matters if you aren't happy with you. So this reading is for the people who are like, I'm tired of showing up as a sidekick in my own fucking life. I'm tired of living on autopilot. I'm tired of being coerced by the fucking strings of capitalism, of society trying to tell me what to do, how to do it, and how to think about it, and why I should be happy about doing it. Why the fuck should I be happy about getting up at 9 o'clock to go to work every fucking day to do absolutely fucking nothing? Half the shit I do at work I could be doing at home, but because people want to micromanage you. They want to see you do the work. They want to make sure that you are doing something, so you don't know that they're also not doing shit. It's so torturous how we fucking live life. We literally create distractions to distract us from the thing that's causing us the most harm. So we take more distractions, drugs, medicines, alcohols, to keep us distracted by the fact that what's actually the problem is that we're distracted from getting back to ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Maybe. Okay. Ace of Cups in reverse. You're refusing love. You are not, your heart's not open to love right now, or your heart is very, yeah, we gotta fix that. Your heart's turned off to love right now for some reason. I can't tell you why. I think I could try. Oh. You wanted to open it. The Fool card, but you're afraid. You're afraid of what might come out? Yeah. There is a fear, there's an illusion though. Because this Eight of Swords here with the Knight of Swords is like the universe is saying, release the fears, release the illusions. And then the Moon here is like, it's trying to illuminate what's being hidden from you. The Fool card is telling you to take a leap of faith, and the Nine of Wands is saying, I got you, I trust you, do it. Let down your guard, you'll be fine. But you'll do it. You'll do it eventually, because the Hangman is here, so you definitely did it, because that's how you reached enlightenment, or will reach enlightenment. You haven't done this yet. But the Nine of Wands, yeah, this is wish fulfillment, and this Knight of Cups here. And see, when you start doing shit like this, once you start really getting connected to like your inner God, like the fucking God source that fucking created your soul, once you start fucking speaking to that bitch, once you start getting into that inner child, once you start doing that shadow work, man, I don't care what you went through in life. Once you start doing shadow work and you start cleansing and you start integrating and you start removing things that don't, you start removing attachments and identities that don't belong to you, and start connecting with the shit that is meant for you, your life is going to skyrocket like no fucking body's business. Like, and it is nobody's business, but it's going to take off, and it's going to be so minute, but it's going to be so loud. And like, it's going to be like just a small tweak on the outside, right? But the inside's going to be so different. It's going to be like, you don't look that much different outwardly, but internally, oh baby, like you're not even like the same. You're not even related to the old you. And people will be like, Where did you get all this wisdom and knowledge from? Myself. Didn't read a book. I haven't read any fucking books, honestly, really, on spirituality. I have a lot, but I look at them, I gloss them over a little bit, but I'm not a big book reader. I like a lot of audio, a lot of visual stuff. I mean, I love books. Don't get me wrong. I'll read a good book if it's like a good sci-fi or something, or a good like help book or reference books. But you know, why am I defending myself? I don't know. Exactly, shit like that. The ego's always going to be there. It's always going to try to creep back in. But you are coming to the realization that you are spiritually dead. Because your Ace of Cups is turned down. You're spiritually dead. Or you're on the verge of it. I was spiritually dead. I know that much. I felt spiritually dead. And I've always felt the presence of the universe. And I've always felt, you know, the love of God or the universe, or whatever you want to call it. But it was, when I was in that, when I was going through what I was going through, I felt so alone. And it was in the substances where I felt like I connected back to like the universe. And it was telling me some shit, and I was learning some shit. And as crazy as this sounds, you know, I think that's what saved my life. I got over this fucking needing of, the Queen of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. This was what I was working on. This emotionally codependent, insecure person who was afraid of rejection, who had a scarcity mindset, who believed that $60,000 was probably like the best that he could do with his life. I had to fucking turn that person off, because that's nowhere near the person I thought I am today. And this devil in reverse, releasing of the addictions and the attachments here. You're going in a hangman, which means that enlightenment has already happened, and now you're going to manifest some shit here that's going to really get you out of this fucking hole, this K-hole. The Seven of Wands in reverse here. Yeah, letting go of defensiveness. No longer needing to fight, put up the shield or put up the sticks and really be on guard by every little thing that people do or say. It's wonderful. You're going to be someone who is able to talk about the real shit that happens in life. Like the shit that no one wants to address. Like, really, like, you're going to do like a whole 180 internally, and people are going to like, that's what happened to me. That's what I did. I went from a joke to someone who knows how to have a good laugh, get their shit together, have their shit together, and still show up. You know? Balance, harmony. God damn, these allergies are pissing me off. Yeah. You're pouring back into yourself more than to others, I feel like. You're balancing out this give and exchange energy here with something. The magician is requiring you to pour more into yourself than to others. And see how it gives to one and not to another? That is still something that you're going to work on. Giving to one and not giving to another, the one that deserves it. Two people are begging, but only one person is getting it. You're not feeding the ego. You're going to be feeding your soul. And that's going to piss your ego off. A lot. It happens. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I didn't tell you all the hunky-dory, fucking foo-foo frilly shit, but there's nothing cute about spiritual awakening. Maybe when it's over with, but when you're in the middle of it, it ain't shit funny about your fucking higher self calling you out on all your bullshit. Ooh, shit. So, the Queen of Swords is here. You're definitely communicating something here with your words about how you are turning a new leaf. You're no longer going to be this person who just keeps putting more and more burdens on yourself. You're starting to cut through the mental fog, and like, I'm not doing that. Six of Cups, people from your childhood here too. So this is family. You could have always had to, what I'm hearing is disarm yourself around your family. You are disarming yourself around your family, which means you could have always felt like you had to be guarded around certain people, especially your family, because they may have been like your first bullies, or they could have been like the first people who really, our families have a way of tearing us down without trying to tear us down, but tearing us down. And it's because, they know us the best. They know your little, they know that you wet your pants at your 6th grade recital. I didn't do that, but you know what I mean? Like, they know that, you used to be afraid of the dark. They know all their little tricks that you don't tell your friends and, extended people. So you're going to really start putting your shield down around these people. Like, you're coming at them with the armor off. Like, you're disarming them. Like, they cannot hurt you. You're disarmed. There is no need to be armed. Like, we're family, right? But you still, the love is not there. But you're letting them know that, look, I'm not here to fight with you. I'm not here to make things right with you. I'm just here to let you know that, like, it is what it is, and we'll get to it when we get to it. The Four of Wands here, though. But there is stability in the home. This is your personal family. I don't know what you're doing right now, but there's someone in your life who wants to create and have a stable relationship with you. And I think you also see that. But there's this Ace of Cups in reverse. That's what's fucking me up. Is like, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Because we got the Ace of Cups with the Seven of Cups. Maybe you had to walk away from someone to get to this. Eight of Cups. That could be a possibility. This could be a whole... You could have to walk away and choose yourself and turn this love down in order to walk into stability with somebody else. How does that sound? Possibly. Judgment here, the Devil in reverse, and the Two of Swords. Possibly, but not probably. I think this is you, shit. Working on yourself? Or, I don't know. Dark Night of the Soul with the star here. Nine of Swords and the star card here. So there's definitely someone crying over a missed opportunity here, or someone who is upset because of this star. Someone, you have anxiety over your dreams and the fact that you may not be following your heart and living in your truth. That is a regret that I don't think anybody wants to carry on their soul. Listen, you need to live your life for you, do the things that you want to do, not to appease anybody. And if you stay stuck, this Ace of Cups is telling me you're afraid to come out. Somebody's afraid to come out. Yeah, somebody's afraid to come out. You're afraid that people are gonna like not accept you. Knight of Swords here in reverse. You're afraid of this message not being received. There may be some people who are ignorant. You're afraid that people are going to reject you, and people are going to like go around and spread your business and tell everybody about your lifestyle. And honestly, who gives a fuck? You know, as long as you're not messing with kids and animals, and everything is consensual, who cares? I mean, you care. That's who cares. And not to be dismissive, but that's the kind of thing that you got to start telling yourself. I have to tell myself that all the time. Like, why does it matter? Who cares? Who cares? Why do you care? Do you care about what other people do with their relationships? I'm sure your family wants you to be happy. And if they don't want you to be happy, it says a lot about your family now, doesn't it? Don't shrink yourself to make other people feel better. That's not how your life should be. Okay? You get the autonomy of being who you are, not who people want you to be. That is your God-given sovereignty here on this planet, is to live your life in an authentic manner. So don't close yourself off. And for those who aren't coming out, maybe it's not coming out like coming out the closet. Maybe it's just you revealing who you are, being yourself, being more authentic, okay? For all my allies out there. Maybe it's about being an ally. Maybe it is about supporting and like, you know what? This is who I am. This is my views on the world, and this is how I feel. Stand up. Be whoever you are. Just fucking be it. Don't hide who you are, because we already can see it. Whatever you're gonna be, just fucking be it. Don't hide who you are. We already see it. You know what I mean? Judgment. You got a decision to make here. And you're coming towards an awakening. And that awakening is going to have you giving a lot of your energy to this process. You're going to have to sacrifice in the material world. You're going to have to take your foot out of the material world for a second. Okay? You got to be okay with losing some people in your life. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but yes, you got to be okay with being okay with losing some people in your life who are not going to understand you. But if you are as committed to this spiritual journey as this reading says you are, and the Ten of Cups here in reverse, yeah, this is your biggest fear right now, is losing people in your life, your family, your friends, the people who love and support you. Baby, that's inevitable. I hate to tell it to you. I really do, because the fact that you're sitting here listening to me talk to you about this is already the confirmation that you already needed and already knew, or that these people cannot be a part of where you are going. Three of Swords in reverse. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt for both of you guys, for you and for them. But here's the thing, though. It doesn't have to be forever. It doesn't mean forever. It just means you need to isolate right now. Now, these people can always catch up. The double energy here. You got a lot of shit to purge. A lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. A lot of attachments. The devil's all about attachments. This is all about the ego and what it's attached to. Your identity. You identify as this person's son. I'm this person's best friend. I'm this person's uncle. I'm this person's brother. And you're not. You're none of those things. You are whoever you are. And that is who you are. And like, these people are a part of who you are. But if they don't honor and respect you, that's not the kind of person that you are. You don't want to be around people who don't respect other people for their differences. So why would you tolerate that kind of shit from other people? You have to be what you want in life. You have to give out that vibrational energy if you want to get it back. If you want to be a rich bitch, you better act like and think and fucking talk and walk and fucking cook and suck and act and dick down like a rich bitch. It's a lot. Yeah. Don't let your fears stop you. The moon here. It's going to reveal something here. And then there's the Two of Wands. So you make the decision to go walking through it. But right now, this devil energy is fear. This devil energy is obsessions. It is the master of illusions. It is the master of deception. And attachments. Okay, y'all, that was interesting. Let's do some oracle reading so I can make sure I got this right, because y'all, I was kind of all over the place today when I was channeling up back there a little minute ago. So this is a little quick rundown for what I'm seeing from the tarot aspect, not me just rambling. But you're moving into a new place for some reason, and by a new place I mean like in the mind space. You're not actually, you might be moving physically, but you're going through a fucking awakening. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you, you're about to go through some type of awakening, or you're in the middle of one right now, with the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Cups, and then you got the Four of Wands here. You're in this, you could be in the bliss stage right now where everything feels perfect. You get the stability. You could be having a great relationship here, or someone or something here is adding to your stability here, okay, in a very beneficial way. But then we have the Hangman here with the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this is you in this, trying to stand up for yourself, trying to express yourself, trying to let yourself be who you are, but you're afraid of other people running away from you. You're afraid of people, spreading lies and rumors about you. You're afraid of people not being honest to you. You're afraid of people walking away from you. And the judgment here is you being able to live in your truth and honor yourself, honor those feelings, and be like, yeah, you know what? I am this. I am that. I can do this. I do that. Allure, cherish, and marriage. Marriage is a blend of love, trust, and responsibility. Y'all, somebody is afraid to tell their family that they can get married or something. I don't know. Past life. Your past life has shaped who you are today, but it doesn't define you. Perhaps you've been dwelling too much on past memories. Look how these experiences have helped you grow, but know that you are constantly evolving. You are constantly evolving. You are not the same person. The same person I was at the beginning of this reading is a whole completely different person at the end of this reading. Okay? Honor. Respect for yourself and others is key to your growth. Have you felt like a respect in some areas of your life by setting clear boundaries and honoring yourself? The world will follow suit. Yeah, that's what I mean by disarming that family unit. You're not letting those people have control over you anymore. You set clear boundaries. You can't call me any bad words. You don't get to criticize. I mean, you could criticize, but I don't have to explain that to you. We don't have to talk about that. I don't have to tell you every little thing. You don't have to tell your mom about your relationship. You got to tell your dad about what's going on with you and your husband. You don't have to tell anybody in your family. Well, obviously, if someone's doing something bad to you, you should probably tell somebody. But you know what I mean, right? Okay, cool, awesome. I don't have to keep acting stupid. You don't need to have anybody telling you what to do, even me. Honor yourself. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. You don't need me to tell you what to do. You're a big girl. You're a big boy. You're a big person. Emotionally. Infinite possibilities. So this stability here doesn't necessarily have to be marriage, but you are at the threshold of infinite possibilities. The universe is opening new paths for you. Break free from old limits and explore the unknown. The potential ahead is greater than you think. So you could be limiting yourself to just marriage when you can have marriage, you can have a fucking mansion, a condo, whatever the fuck it is that you want. I don't know. None of that shit sounds cool to me. But whatever it is that you want. For me, this is what I want. I want to be able to fucking sit here, make videos in an island, and then do my coaching and talk to people and meet people and explore the world. And if I have a partner there to experience that with, that's awesome. But if I don't, I don't. That would be nice, but yeah, whatever your desire is, and that could just be the small end of it. I could be doing who knows? I'm not even gonna caps it or just think about it. It's just so overwhelming sometimes to think about where I could potentially be at. Looking at where I was 6 months ago. Would I thought that I would have been here monetized and doing this stuff? No. I wouldn't have. I would have never thought this. I was supposed to be an insurance. I was supposed to be an insurance salesman. And I'm over here reading tarot while that license is just sitting there. Just like that master's degree, just sitting there collecting dirt. Enlightenment, I fucking told you. You're going through a fucking... Sorry. I just love when the cards, like... Bitch, we all like confirmation, okay? Don't act like you're the only one. Enlightenment. You are on the path to enlightenment, discovering higher truths. Have you noticed a recent shift in your awareness? Continue following this light. You will lead you to greater wisdom. With that in the hangman, this is how I know I'm talking to somebody here who is exactly going through what the hell I just said you are going through. You are having an ego death. You're having a soul expansion. You're having a walk-in. That's when some parts of your souls walk in. And it doesn't matter. You are experiencing a spiritual... Oh, God. Experience. Awakening. Yeah. With the judgment here and enlightenment, you're having a spiritual awakening. And it doesn't have to necessarily be like, oh my God, you're going to have to like go live in a monastery and become a monk and you can never talk to your friends and family again and give up all your possessions. I'm not saying all that. What I'm saying is you're going to naturally see how like certain things just don't seem cool and vibe with you no more. Like, I used to be in my late 20s, you know, I would be at the bars pretty much every night or working at the restaurant. And then we'd go to the bars. But now I'm like, I don't want to go to the bars. That's so lame. Like, I don't want to meet anybody in the bar. I don't want to do anything in the bar, in the back seat. Like, I don't want to do anything with anybody at a bar. I could drink at home. I could drink at a friend's house. I like small, intimate gatherings, which used to scare the shit out of me. I used to love, like, how many people at this house? 400? Fuck yeah, let's go here. But now I'm like, oh my God, there's 10 people. That's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I completely 180. 180. I used to hate being alone. I used to hate being by myself. I used to hate being by myself. Like, I felt like such a loser when I had nothing to do. Like, I had no plans. I was like, who am I? Who is this? And now I'm like, what am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Someone literally just asked me what am I doing tomorrow. I'm like, I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. You know what I mean? This is how the spirit works now. It's like I haven't even thought that far ahead. I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow because I have not even thought that far ahead. Unless it's like something to do with like money or like something that's planned by other people. I just don't care to think that far ahead. Link attract. You're attracting people and opportunities that align with your energy. Are you dissatisfied with your current surroundings? Shift your mindset and energy, and you'll begin attracting what you desire. Like I said, you're not the only one that likes confirmation. I love that this is all resonating exactly how I thought it was. Per. So yeah, this is a long one, but I love you guys, and it's the weekend, so you got some time to watch this. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for putting up with me and my sniffles. It is October, not January. Shout out, rest in peace, Roland Ray. Okay, purr. I can't make my tongue roll. I'm not gonna try that again. Like I said, thank you for being here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the community post so you can see the memberships. I'm gonna have membership videos starting next weekend. I think is when I'm gonna start doing the memberships only videos. But you're going to always have your Zodiac, your bonus, and your collective dailies. I'm not going to budge on that, but I need some money, bitch. And I'm good at this. And you love me, and I love you. So let's help a nigga out, okay? As always, drink water, be safe, and